Hello guys, Zennosh here and welcome to CounterSide, and today I'm here to present you guys with a list of the top 7 SR rarity employee characters in this game that you are supposed to limit break first then compared to others for a lot of good reasons out there. Alright, let's get this started. First, let me start with the advantages of the limit breaking. After you limit break a certain character, they will be able to reach higher levels. That means like bonus stats out there, and the main thing is that like you will be able to provide them with higher skill upgrades. And for so many characters out there, the final skill upgrade is very essential, which you will be able to reach after providing the max limit break to a certain character. And this final skill upgrade can actually boost their performance in the battlefield by a significant margin. Okay, and the top 7 characters that I'm actually going to be listing right now are the one who are actually going to get the most out of it. Anyways, let's get this started. The first one in the list is definitely going to be Sobin. Oh my god, she is the queen when it comes to dealing a lot of damage out there in the battlefield in SR category. She is Sobin, 4 deployment cost, ranger type, and can only attack the ground type enemies. And as a ranger, to have 5,458 attack stats is pretty impressive. That means like she can actually dish out a lot of damage to the opponents, and the best thing about her is that like it just requires her the basic attack in order to deal a lot of damage. Yes, the Gatling gun, the small minigun that she will actually keep on firing over and over and over again, that will actually keep on dealing continuous barrage of heavy massive damage to the opponents, and that can be a really great help. Thus definitely like improving her or upgrading her basic skill is a top priority. And after that one, definitely any of her other skills are really good out there to dish out a lot more damage, especially her special skill that can actually even burn the targets for 5 seconds for extra damage out there. And if you're actually kind of fighting against the opponents out there who are soldiers or mech type units, then guess what guys, she will be able to deal even more damage to them. Are you having problem with the Titan? Well, take her in your party, alright, because she actually can deal some extra damage to the mech type units, and Titan is a mech type unit, and people kind of are fearing against the Titan in the gauntlet matches, right? So anyways, that's it and done guys. With her ultimate skill out here, she will be able to cast a barrier equal to 50% of max SP for 15 seconds after the skill. That can actually improve her sustenance in the battlefield, because she can be quite squishy when it comes to like receiving the damage. Anyways, that's it and done guys. The next character in the list is definitely going to be the Lin Xien. Everybody loves her. Don't be fooled by her 4 deployment cost out there, because she's gonna repay it real fast. She's a battery of the team. She's a striker role type unit and can only target the ground units. That's it and done guys. Her stats pretty average. I mean like her HP is pretty high actually. She is actually quite tanky. All you need is try to keep on improving her defense stats. Anyways, that's it and done guys. After upgrading her skills, especially her passive skill out here, she will be able to instantly restore up to 2 deployment resources upon deployment. That means like she cost 4 deployment cost, right? She's going to return 2 deployment cost right away, allowing you to like deploy another unit in the battlefield as soon as possible. And that's it and done. With the final upgrade in her ultimate skill, she's actually going to be allowing you to instantly restore up to 4 deployment resources out here with that additional +1 deployment resource recovery with that final upgrade in her ultimate skill. And it can actually receive that -8 second cooldown as well, which is really great. Alright, so that is the reason why everybody loves to use Lin Xien in their battle team, okay? Because with her in your team, definitely you will be able to keep on putting a lot of pressure on your opponents in terms of numbers, okay? And she is really great with that. Anyways, that's it and done. Now let's move on to the next unit. That's definitely going to be the Sylvia Lena Cooper with only 3 deployment cost, which is great. She's a sniper type unit, and she can actually target any kind of opponents out there, which actually makes her very flexible in the game. Anyways, looking into her stats, her attack stats is pretty impressive. I mean like 5,346 points. That is pretty good for a sniper type unit. Anyways, that's it and done. You really have to provide her the maximum skill upgrade to her special skill for her to become very effective, because if you are not going to provide that one, that means like she will not be able to stun the soldiers and counters, which are the units that usually are used in the battlefield out there, especially in the gauntlet matches, okay? So you are really supposed to provide a very good upgrade on her special skill with that max limit break available on her, or else she's not going to be really that effective in your team. That's it and done. She can actually provide a very amazing boost to the mech type units. Like, let's say if you are using Titan in your team, definitely you might want to use Sylvia on your team as well, because she can actually provide that additional attack boost to your Titan or any kind of mech unit in the team as a passive buff, which is so good indeed. All right, so that's it and done. Now let's move on to the next unit, and that is definitely going to be the Evelyn Keller. Who doesn't really want to use Evelyn Keller in their team, right? Most of the players even say that like she is even better healer when it comes to comparing with the Nanahara Chinatsu. Like, what? Yeah, right? She's a support type unit. Even though she flies on the air, she just cannot actually target the air type units and can only target the ground type opponents. Anyways, that's said and done. Her stats are pretty average, can be quite squishy if you really do not take care of her. And that's said and done. Definitely, it will be a really great help in order to upgrade her passive skill right away, which will allow her to get that extra HP so that she can be quite tanky out there, and it will also improve her passive range by 50%, meaning like more range in which she can actually provide that HP restoration. I mean, like, she's that unit who can heal the alloys with a basic attack. Like, what? Yeah, look at this. After every third basic attack, she restores surrounding units HP by 2% upon the next basic attack, which is really mind-blowing, man. This is really amazing skill out here. Next is going to be a special skill that will allow the allies to actually reduce the incoming damage by up to 15%, which is really great. A lot of sustenance to the team out there. That is really great. And finally, with their ultimate skills, you can even improve the attack stats of the allies for the next 15 seconds by 10%, which is so good. I mean, like, you know, like in the basic paper, I would say the best offense is the best defense, and being this utility unit, she's also really providing that feature out there by improving the sustenance as well as the offense of the team as well. Such a great unit, and obviously one of the best healer out there in the team, and definitely you would really want to max limit break her right away for that extra stats as well as her maximum skill upgrades. That's it and done. The next unit is definitely going to be the Ferrier. This guy, oh my god, look at his stats, guys. With only 3 deployment cost out here, he actually is providing an like an impressive HP of 63,883 at level 100, right? Yeah, that is insane, man. That's totally insane, okay? And that's it and done, guys. Looking into his skills out here, definitely he actually is going to enjoy that skill upgrades real good, thanks to the max limit breaking. All right, look at it. He's actually going to provide more HP stats to himself, and his passive effect will be activated with every 13th attack instead of just 18th incoming attack, which is so good because guess what, guys? His passive effect allows him to taunt the opponents, and as well as at the same time decreases the damage taken by up to 25% while becoming quite immune to the hit stun effects. So that is really great. First thing, right? And the second thing is that like he is actually also capable of stunning the opponents in the due process, you know, like with his special skill, and that additional duration of plus 2 seconds of stun duration is really great, making him able to stun the targets for a total of 4 seconds with his AoE damage, which is superb, man. If you just can't stun the opponents, it is such a great stuff, and it's a AoE damage as well, meaning like you can actually stun multiple opponents with a single strike, and that is so great indeed. And lastly, guys, he is actually going to be able to receive 30% less damage for the next 10 seconds after using his ultimate skill, thanks to the max limit upgrade, definitely, which is such a great stuff for a tank unit. And see, I mean, like, he is a really great tank, and he definitely needs those skill upgrades in order to be really effective out there. And once he gets those, he is unstoppable unit. All right, can be a really great help to your team out there. And the next unit is definitely going to be the Choi Ina. For Choi Ina to be really effective out there in the battlefield, you have to limit break her to the max, and then like try to upgrade her passive skill to its max. All right, which is actually going to improve her HP stats, and in the end, it will allow her to recover +1 deployment resource on her every third basic attack, which is so great. She is one of the really efficient mana battery out there. I mean, like for Lin Xien, she needs to use her ultimate skill in order to recover those deployment costs. But right over here, Choi Ina, she just needs to attack, and then like on her every third basic attack, she's gonna provide that +1 deployment resource right away, which is gonna be a really great help in any kind of contents out there, especially in the story contents. Okay, it's really great unit, guys. Anyways, with further upgrades on her basic and special skills, she's actually gonna get that skill haste, which is gonna allow her to use her skills or channel her skills even faster in the battlefield, which can be a really great help. And come on, she's a wife unit, you are not supposed to put a blind eye on her, right? Anyways, that's said and done. The last but not least is definitely going to be Miya. She costs like 4 deployment cost, but definitely she is totally worth the cost out here. She's a sniper type unit and can only target the ground type opponents. That's it, and she's definitely one of the best waifu in the game, alright? And looking into her stats, look at her attack, man. Look at her attack. This is crazy insane. 7,201 points. That's a lot of attack stats she has. Definitely she is going to have a really great time in killing the opponents, right? And yes, that's exactly what she needs to do. Because when you provide the maximum skill upgrade on her passive skill, donation mission clear, ultimate skill cooldown will be reduced by 5 seconds with each kill. That is so great, and it's gonna be quite easy for you guys to keep on killing the targets out there with her ultimate skill. Alright, so I mean, like, with her even with the basic skill out there, so that is really helpful for you guys in order to keep on providing that skill cooldown or her ultimate skill, which can actually deal some really great damage. Plus it can actually severely knock back the opponents. Yes, look at this. With the final upgrade on her ultimate skills, she can knock back the distance doubled. Yes, that's really great, man. It can be a really great help in order to put a lot of pressure on the opponents while controlling your opponents to, you know, like go backwards, and that can be a really great help, guys, because if the opponents are going to, you know, like close the distance and they actually approach you, things can actually go really ugly real soon. All right, and that's it and done. Definitely it's going to be a really great help if you are actually going to max limit break her right away and start upgrading her passive skill and ultimate skill right of the bat. And not only that one, guys, even her special skill is very good at knocking back the opponents, and on top of that one, she can also reduce the speed of the opponents by 40% for a total of 3 seconds, which is really great. So that is the thing, man. Those are the top 7 units that you really need to focus on in the SR rarity category, and once you get them, you are supposed to max limit break them right away, because they can be a really great help in any kind of contents out there, whether you call the Kim Sobin, whether you call the Lin Xien, whether you call the Sylvia, Lena Cooper, Evelyn Keller, Ryan Ferrier, Choi Ina, and finally our waifu Miya. Okay, these all characters will be providing a lot of benefits out in the battlefield with those max limit upgrade plus the max skill upgrades. All right, which actually comes with the max limit upgrade, so max limit break upgrade. Anyways, that's the thing out there. If you guys have additional opinions, feedbacks, then please do let me in the comment section below, and let's have a very good discussion with that one. And if you do really love this video, then please do hit that like and subscribe button right away. I would really appreciate it. And that's it and done, guys. That is it for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. See you guys in the next video.